Thank you so much, legendary overall father, Mark Tisci, for coming onto my channel, babe.
Thank you for having me. How are you doing, gorgeous?
I am doing well, just ecstatic that you came on. You know, Father's Day is quickly approaching us, so I wanted to get a couple of house parents and just to get their perspectives on being in the role of a house father. So this is perfect. This is going to be interesting for people that are in ballroom, that know you and that, you know your house, as well as people that are interested in ballroom, that have love for ballroom culture. So let's get straight into these questions. The first question I wanted to ask you was, by your definition, what is a house father to you?
So a house father is pretty much someone that should take on the role of, nurturing and always being there for the kids. It's not always about ballroom, but, participating in their personal life other than ballroom. Like, for example, I have kids that, my kids, they dance. So we take time out of our day to go support them, in their art away from ballroom. So ballroom is more than just, hey, there's a ball tomorrow, let's do it. Take time out to celebrate their birthdays. Sometimes it gets exhausting sometimes, but that's what a parent role, period, not just a father, a parent.
Second question. What is one important lesson that you have learned being a father of your house, and why?
One lesson I've learned is that I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I have to open more and let people in my space, because I'm not accustomed to, from way back.
Yeah.
I'm not accustomed to having people in my space. I'm very to myself, kind of selfish at times. So I have to learn that as a father role, I have to give that up, late night phone calls, meetings, helping out, a kid, one of the children, if they want to do something, they want to walk a category. So that is something that I've learned. And actually it pays off because I'm more open now, because probably I wouldn't even be on this platform talking to you because I'm really to myself. Really.
Yes, if people don't know, Mark really is literally to himself. And honestly, you have grown so much from the time I've known you, a decade ago, longer than a decade ago. So it's just, it's interesting. And how has that impacted you mentally and also physically? Because it can be draining and it can be, daunting.
Yeah. It just mentally, and I have to say I have a great team as well. My counterparts, they sometimes help me out. I'm like, you can't do it this way, because I have a way of talking to people, very stern. So I have to learn how to, articulate my words in a different way so I won't come off offensive. So, and it has learned me actually to open up and be more outgoing, more outspoken than I used to be. So it in the sense of it actually improved me as a person. Yeah, to take on a responsibility and know that, okay, I have to be here for this. I have to do this. These are my kids. This is the position that I signed up for. I have to step into that leader role.
So next question. It's important for people to understand it's not all easy breezy and sunshine being a father of a house. And just like any family, there are issues. So how do you personally handle conflict or drama that happens internally?
Okay, so first, our house, we have different committees that handle this. Then we have the leaders that gets together, the founders, along with overall father. Well, it goes to the overall father first, and then, I bring it up to the founders, and we pretty much sit down and look at the pros and the cons. It's difficult because you have to look at both sides of the fence. You have to look at what has this person contributed. Is this person's first time doing whatever the situation is? Is this something acceptable for a second chance? So it's all about, just everyone getting together and collaborating and just come up with a decision that makes sense for the organization itself.
So let's just say if it's something that was very, very, very harsh, something that was really, really bad for the house, how do you then make decisions on what needs to happen next?
Well, if it's something that there's no coming back from it, you know, again, we have our committees. We just first we have a conversation with the person, tell them that that was not acceptable, and that's something that we can't really, you know, we can't rock with that. And then we give them a letter, pretty much dismissal letter, you know, part ways, and there's no hard feelings.
Right. And then, because, you know, houses tend to be very family oriented, and you know, be honest, yeah, some houses just aren't family oriented, to be honest with you. But what if it's a difficult situation where it really is close knitted people and it happened in that situation? Like, then what? It's just, you just still have to go about doing it those protocol ways.
I mean, hey, it's not always easy to make a difficult decision, but if it's something that's gonna, if it's a betterment for the organization, and you have to make that decision, hey, you know, you have to make that tough decision at times. And that's where it gets difficult, because you don't want to make this decision. But if it's something that is, you know, detrimental to the organization, and that person might, by keeping that person, you might lose 6 more people. Which one is better? You know what I mean?
So next question. In your opinion, what are 3 qualities that are paramount to building a sustaining and successful house that will transcend decades and carry apart your legacy?
3?
3.
Okay, so I would say commitment. You have to be committed and want this. This has to be something somewhere where you want to be. This has to be something that you enjoy doing. You know, a lot of people, they're just in ballroom just to be in ballroom. But is this something, are you passionate about it? You know, is it something that you're going to be committed to? That's one role. Showing leadership, you know, showing that, okay, you want to have a role in this organization at some point, you know, make suggestions, come up with ideas. And of course, you know, just know how to carry yourself. You know, in this organization, we have a certain standard that, you know, you have to carry yourself a certain way in and outside of ballroom. So those are the 3 things that I would say that will transcend to carry on our legacy. Yeah. In
your opinion, how does one know when you are ready to be a house parent?
By showing leadership, by showing up at participating in activities, house activities, you know, always being a voice, giving suggestions, giving ideas, you know, pretty much overall just showing leadership that, you know, this is something that you can handle and you can take on. And for people that are not affiliated with ballroom, but have love for ballroom, what's one thing that you would tell them that they need to know before entering your house or even entering ballroom in general? Well, first, anyone that's not affiliated with ballroom, first thing I always tell them, go to a ball. What you see on TV, and it's not, yeah, night and day. So first thing I would say, go to a ball and see if you enjoy the environment, the atmosphere, and then find a house that you think you fit into. Because a lot of times people tend to go to these big houses because they make all this noise, but does that fit your personality? Does that your, yeah, you know, is that something? So those are the things that I would tell people that doesn't work, that never walked a bar. First, go to a real bar. I totally agree. Totally agree. Great words of advice. How does one become a legend or an icon? What is one thing that you need to do to become a legend or an icon in the ballroom scene? Are you talking today ballroom scene or? Go ahead, say it. Right. Today or back then? You know what? How about you can break it down to both. Back then. So back then, it was based off you being on the floor, your performance, how you dominated your category, and the years that you have been dominating your category, which usually it's like 8-10 years, then you become a legend. Now, how much is who you know?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
who has the better, more followers. But really, no. Legend is you have to be someone that dominates your category for a number of years, and that's how you know become a legendary in a ballroom scene. Many awards, when it comes down to awards, you have all these awards to show your accomplishments, everything. So that's what makes you a legend.
And lastly, how do you want your legacy to be remembered?
I want my legacy to be remembered when for the folks that doesn't know, my category is fashion. I work from labels for Naira. So I want my legacy to be whenever there's a fashion category or someone's like talking about someone, they said, oh yeah, you remember Mark Milan Tisci? Yes, him. I want to bring it like him. I just want my name to be in the ballroom history. I mean, somewhere in there already, I'm a legend. I got fashion icon awards, but that's how I want to remember. I want to remember as that person, that guy that was always done, that always brought the category correct. That's how I want to remember.
This concludes our interview for Father's Day. I wanted to bring you on, showing you so much love. We go way back, and shout outs to you, your house. Shout outs to the founders of the house as well, my brothers, and and much love and success and just flourishment in your real life and in the ballroom scene as well. So speaking about that, I'm all about putting stuff into fruition. What do you want to accomplish next in your life or for the house?
Well, I can tell you for both. What I want to accomplish in my life is I just want to hopefully, I have a lot of ideas. I just from fashion to design and everything. Hopefully I find something really that I'm passionate about, and flourishing that, something in my personal life that I'm really passionate about, and flourishing that for my house. I'm not always going to be a house father. I just want my house to grow, get as many talents as possible, so that the next overall father that's behind me will be even greater and better than I was as a father. So that's what I want for my house.
And all your social medias are going to be linked down in the description box below. So make sure you guys go check him out, support him, like him, follow him. And like I said, much love over here, sending lots of love, positivity, and light your way, babe. And of course, I'm going to see a lot of more moments from you and your house on the ballroom floor, like always.
Trust me, you're going to see more.
I am. And thank you again for coming on. I totally appreciate it.
Thank you, Valerie. Love you.
Okay. Mwah. Love you too, babe.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you guys, so that is the end of my interview with legendary overall father Mark Tisci. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I know I did. For people that are in ballroom, I hope you guys enjoyed the gems that he dropped for you guys. People that want to be a house father or is thinking about becoming one, or even starting your own house. I hope you guys took his words of advice and really just know what you guys are going to get yourself into, because I think it's very important. And also people that aren't a part of ballroom but have love for it. It's just very important for you guys to understand that it's literally more than just walking balls. It's literally an internal thing. You have to be hands-on. It's literally going to take over your life, and it is good for you guys to have a work-life balance with stuff. So I hope you guys understand that it's just not what you see on the floor. It's more than just that. And it's more like a family and organization. And I just love to see Mark just flourish into this person that he is. Knowing Mark for so long, he literally was just to himself and doing his own thing. And for him to be catapulted into this position and just being out there and just being more open and just really just having a group of kids and a family just to see flourish is just truly amazing. And also shout outs to the founders of the house, my brothers. You guys know who you guys are. Love you guys so much. And I just love to see how this house is flourishing in ballroom. And it's nothing but love on this side, you guys. And I am going to be conducting other interviews with other house fathers. So definitely stay on the lookout. Again, it is Father's Day weekend. So shout outs to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. All of the founders out there. Happy Father's Day. All of the overseers. Happy Father's Day. And every father that's out there in the community. Shout outs to you guys. And you guys, I'm going to post a link up at the top corner somewhere so you guys can check out my other interviews that I've done with past contestants on the hit show Legendary on HBO Max, as well as interviews that I've done with people that are in Ballroom. So make sure you guys go check that out. And please give this video a thumbs up because a thumbs up goes a very long way. And make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload. But like always, you guys, life is your vision. It is whatever you make it, as long as you make it freaking fabulous. Until the next one. Bye.